morning, students. Now we are going to discussing about embryo development in dicots. It is very important for 10 marks and it is so easy. We have to follow the lesson. Introduction. Okay, introduction. The development of embryo in dicots discovered by Ornstein, Stein, Ornstein, in Capsa bursa pastoris. So this is the plant. This is the plant belongs to Cruciferae family, that Brassicaceae family. So this type of development is called as a Cruciferae type. This is called as a Cruciferae type of embryo development. Cruciferae type of embryo development. Okay. It is discovered by Ornstein in Capsa bursa pastoris, belongs to the Brassicaceae or Cruciferae, and this is considered as a cruciferous type of embryo development in dicots. It is very common in all. It is very common in all dicots. It is very common in all dicots. It is very common in all dicots. Okay, so this is considered as it is a model for the embryo development of dicots. Considered as a model for embryo development in dicots. So this is Capsa bursa pastoris. So now we have to discuss in detail how the embryo development in Capsa bursa pastoris. This is discovered by Ornstein, right? Now this is the zygote. The zygote is formed after the fertilization. It is in 2x. It is the zygote formed after the fertilization in embryo sac. Now the zygote is a single cell which divides vertically, gives rise to two cells. Okay, two cells. So this is the cell is considered as there are two cells in the embryo sac, two cells in the ovule of the embryo sac, two cells. So this is the apical cell, and this is basal cell. Okay, basal cell and apical cell. The apical cell is actively and involved in the development of the embryo. Very active and involved in the development of the embryo. The basal cell only forms the suspensor. Okay, the basal cell forms the suspensor, that develops the suspensor only. All the remaining embryo is developed from the apical cell. Okay, and next so this is the first step. In the first step, the cell, basal cell and apical cell, these two cells are in the embryo. And the next one, apical cell and basal cell both are divided mitotically. The basal cell divides transversely, and apical cell divides longitudinally. In the second stage, basal cell divides transversely and apical cell divides longitudinally, and 4 cells in the embryo, It is in T shape. It is in T shape. So this is the second stage. And the third stage is these are M and Ci two cells. So these are M and Ci two cells. And now these two cells are divides vertically, gives rise to four cells. Okay, these two cells are divides vertically, gives rise to four cells. So four cells in the embryo. So this is considered as a quadrant stage. Quadrant stage. Okay, clear? These two cells are divides vertically and gives rise to four cells. So this is the four cell embryo from the apical cell. From the apical cell, it is called as a quadrant stage. Four cells in the embryo. This is a quadrant stage. Next, fourth stage is, so these are the M and Ci cells. These are the and four cells. The four cells again divides vertically. Four cells divides mitotically, gives rise to 8 cells. So these are 8 cells in the embryo. Okay, 8 cells in two tiers. 8 cells in two tiers. So the 8 cell stage is considered as a octant stage. Octant stage. Okay, see once again. Two cells are divides mitotically, gives rise to 4 cells. It is a quadrant stage. These 4 cells are divides mitotically, gives rise to 8 cells, and this is called as octant stage. In this stage, the cells are in two tiers. So this is the tier 1 and this is the tier 2. This tier is considered as a anterior rows. Anterior tier, T-I-E-R tier, and these are considered as a posterior tier. Understand? The octant stage having 8 cells, 4 cells are in one tier and 4 cells are in second tier. The first tier is considered as an anterior tier, and the second tier is considered as a posterior tier. Okay, so this is the next stage is posterior tier and anterior tier. The anterior tier having 4 cells, and the posterior tier also having 4 cells. The anterior tier cells produces epicondyle and cotyledons. Epicondyle. In the same way, the posterior cells divide and produce hypocondyle, and root pods. Hypocondyle and plumule. Okay, so this is the role of the posterior tier and anterior tier cells. And the next stage is, so these are M and Ci cells. These are the 8 cells. All the 8 cells are divides periclinally. All the 8 cells divides periclinally, gives rise to 2 layers. Outer layer, so this is outer layer, and this one is inner layer. Periclinal division. All 8 cells are all 8 cells are divided periclinally, gives rise to 2 layers. So the cell division is periclinal division. Periclinal. Okay. That gives rise to 2 layers, outer layer and inner layer. The outer layer is developed as a dermatogen. Dermatogen that develops the epidermal system. Epidermal system. Understand? Outer layer is a dermatogen that divides and gives rise to epidermal system, epidermis and all the parts of the epidermis. So that is epidermal system. And the inner layer is itself divides periclinal again and gives rise to 2 layers. Again 2 layers. Outer layer and inner layer. Again outer layer and inner layer. So like this. Right? So the outer layer is a peribulum. Peribulum. The peribulum itself developed as a cortex. Okay, cortex. And the inner layer is nothing but a plerome. Okay, plerome. The plerome developed as a vascular system or a steel. Vascular system. Okay, vascular system. So these are the developmental stages. These are the developmental stages in the apical cells. Apical cells, right? And the next next stage is so the dermatogen, plerome, dermatogen, peribulum, plerome are developed in the apical cell, developed from the apical cell. At the same time, M and Ca cells are there. The M and Ca cells are divides vertically. Okay, vertically gives rise to 6 to 8 cells. 6 to 8 cell suspensory is established. The M and Ca cells are divides vertically, gives rise to 8 to 6 cells are produced. In this one cell is a swollen in structure. It is above the suspensor. It is considered as a vascular cell. This is a vascular cell. Okay, it is swollen and big in size. That is a vascular cell or a V cell. And the lowermost cell is attached to the embryo. That is called as a considered as a hypophysis cell or a H cell. H cell or hypophysis cell. Understand? So the first one is the vascular cell and the last cell is the hypophysis cell. The hypophysis cell divides longitudinal vertically, gives rise to 4 cells. So these are 4 cells. These 4 cells are again divides and gives rise to 8 cells in 2 rows. 2 tiers are 2 rows. 2 tiers are 2 rows. Tier 1 and tier 2. This tier 1 produces these tier 1 cells are produces so these are the cells coming from the hypophysis cell, and these tier 1 cells are produces hypocontyle and lateral parts of the cartilages. Lateral parts of the cartilages. Parts of cartilages. Understand? At the same time, on tier 2 cells are divides and gives rise to root cap. These cells are gives rise to root cap. Okay, root cap and root epidermis. Root cap and root epidermis. Understand? So this is the embryonal development. At the same time, during this development, the embryo is in heart shape. Embryo is in heart shape. During this developmental stages, so this is the embryo is in heart shape, and then the suspensor is established. The suspensor is absorbing the food materials from the surrounding tissues, and that is responsible for the supplying the food materials to the developing embryo. So this is the suspensor, and then gradually the embryo getting horseshoe shape structure. Horseshoe shape embryo. Horseshoe shape embryo. So this is the total development of the dicot embryo in cruciferous type, Kaapsa bursa pistoris. Okay, once again, the M and CI cells are divided vertically and gives rise to 6 to 8 suspensor, and one cell is swollen in very big in size and swollen in structure. So that is the vesicular cell, and one cell is attached to the embryo, that is a H cell or hypophysis cell. The hypophysis cell divides vertically and longitudinally, gives rise to 4 cells. These 4 cells are again divides vertically, gives rise to 8 cells. There are in 2 tiers, tier 1 and tier 2. The tier 1 cells are participate in the development of hypocotyl and lateral parts of the cotyledons, and the tier 2 cells are involving in the development of root cap and root epidermis. During this time, the embryo getting the heart shape, and later then the suspensor absorbing the nutrients from the surrounding tissue, that is supplying to the developing embryo. Then embryo gradually getting the horseshoe shaped structure. So this is the development of the embryo in dicots. So this is the development of the embryo in dicots. We have to follow the lesson. It is very important for 10 marks. Right? Thank you.